Hey, hey, Jason, what's up?
Just I don't know, man. It's been a while, and I could really use an adventure about now. Life is boring.
Really? When was the last time you were on a real adventure?
Maybe like 12 years ago. I ended up in a North African prison.
Really? Tell me about
Yeah,
that.
I married a Moroccan woman, so yeah, no big deal. Yeah.
Still hard to believe somebody married you, though.
Yeah, we have 2 kids. We just had a baby. Let me throw up a picture of the baby right here. How cute is that baby, right?
Yeah, all babies look the same, man.
So, what do you got for me, man? Come on, we gotta have some kind of virtual adventure. Let's go on a virtual adventure.
You want to go on an adventure? I've got a good adventure for you, man. You want to go on an adventure there?
Wait, I get to keep my pants on?
You get to keep your pants on. We're gonna go on a small adventure, and we're gonna try this out here. Got this wonderful Google Action for you. I'll sort of hold it up here to the mic so that you can hear it. Hey Google, let me talk to a small adventure.
Hi, let's start our game. You are in the corridor. There are 2 exits. You can go to the dark room or to the library. What do you want to do?
Well, with Jason said we're gonna go to the dark room.
I'm a photographer, not because I'm...
You can say, help me, and I'll give you some tips. What do you want to do?
Dark room.
If you need, you can say, help me, and I will give you some tips. You can also say, where am I, to receive a complete description of the environment. What is the next step?
Help me.
To receive the instructions manual with all the commands of the game, say, send the manual. What do you want to do?
Darkroom.
Go to the library. Library.
You are in the library. There is a cabinet. There is only one way out. You can go to the corridor. What do you want to do?
Explore the
Open the
library?
cabinet.
Open the cabinet?
The cabinet is locked. What is the next step?
Read a book.
There is nothing written. What is the next step?
Nothing written in the book? What kind of library is
Find
this?
the key. Where is the key?
You can say, help me, and I'll give you some tips. What is the next step?
Go to the dark room.
There is only one way out. You can go to the corridor. What do you want to do?
Go to the corridor.
Go to the corridor. Oh, yeah.
You can say, help me, and I'll give you some tips. What do you want to do?
Corridor.
If you need, you can say, help me, and I will give you some tips. You can also say, where am I, to receive a complete description of the environment.
Where am I?
What is the next step?
Where am I?
I will end the game now. Don't worry, your progress has been saved. To continue, just open this game again.
Okay.
I think it's brilliant. I think it's really good. It's very entertaining. I love the experience. You could really feel that you were going into that dark room and on an adventure in the library, and you went to the cabinet. You had this whole search for the key. It was really amazing, and I really liked it. And I liked how they really included us in the design, because they did do a good job at that.
I think it's hard to judge this particular skill or action after last episode's very, very, very highly produced Tala's room. You can see the difference between something that has a sound effect and soundscapes and everything versus something like this, which I find to be very not immersive. Like you said, it really didn't feel like I felt like I was in a car giving instructions to my navigator.
Yeah, and also if you go with the help me, what they'll do is they'll actually send you a manual via email with instructions, a PDF that you can read and learn about how this works. So, I mean, these are people that, probably have come up with the same idea for the escape room and for Tala's room and wanting to do the same, create the same experience, but they don't have the resources and they don't have the production, and they're still trying to figure stuff out. which is good. So maybe they can all collaborate on these things.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. The one issue here that I had with this particular skill was that it didn't recognize very simple inputs that matched what it had said before. It offered you two options. It offered you the library or the darkroom, and you said a few words, and you said, Jason would like the darkroom. So are they just expecting the darkroom, and anything else that you say before or after, it just basically invalidates it, which I think that's not a good practice because people don't,
Yeah, because with these games, you need to anticipate multiple people in the room all yelling at the device, right? So you're going to pick up a lot of stuff. So, train your models better, maybe add more production to it. But what they did do better than the other experiences is actually have, turn-taking, multiple, including us in the experience more and more. So Talos Room could also learn from this experience, right? So there's some pros and cons. So you can just see, it's probably, a different background that these teams have, where these are more focused on the actual conversation design. Yeah. Where the others are more focused on creating an audio experience. Yeah. So if they should team up, I think we really got something.
That's absolutely right. No, I definitely agree with you. It was definitely much more interactive than Tala's Room, and it was even more interactive than the one we played 2 weeks ago. And that's really what was missing, I think, from those skills, is the ability to be a part of it, to interact. And that's the whole point of it. Otherwise, it's a radio show. And that's, while a radio show can be fun, I think people who are playing these skills want to interact with the skills and want to talk to it and want to be a part of it. And I think that it did it pretty well. There wasn't long stretches of monologues here that prevented you from saying anything, but it really wasn't very clear how to play the game.
And I'm also thinking now with some of these experiences where if you have the monologues and somebody launches into the monologue, you should give people options of like, hey, do you want to pretty much hear a high value production monologue, or do you want to like get a shortcut or do it more interactive and actually give people different routes in that way, right?
Yeah, ask them to skip. Like if you can skip an intro, like maybe if the character asks, do you want me to give you, the shorter the long intro or something like that, obviously phrased differently in the character's voice, but like giving you the option of, either skipping that entirely or just getting a brief one, or like, just launching right into the experience.
Yeah, but I think we are realizing that these types of games and these types of experiences are going to work and are going to be fun, and it's just, and as we play with them, we discover which are the crucial components, right? And some of them will miss this, the others will miss that, but slowly together we will understand how to build these things and make them fun and engaging and successful.
Absolutely.
So that's good.
Absolutely. So if you're out there and you're making a escape room style game or some kind of like choose your own adventure, remember two things. You have to marry a production value, a very high production value, which makes it immersive, with interactivity, meaning don't forget the user. And if you can combine those two in a nice, very organic way, you'll create a very fun, engaging, immersive experience for your users.
I think that's the lesson of the day.
That's the lesson of the day.
It was a good experience. So everybody follow us on Discord, TikTok, Friendster,
MySpace.
Slack. Can you follow people on Slack? MySpace. Sometimes I miss MySpace.
Pinterest?
I followed a guy on Pinterest, yeah. Do you ever follow you should go on Instagram and follow the founder of MySpace, who's now a photographer. And he travels the world. He does beautiful photography. Tom, yeah, Tom.
I remember Tom. He had that weird picture of him in like the classroom or something with the white shirt, and he was like looking back, and it was like, it's like I always wanted to be Tom's friend. I think Tom did a pretty good job, man. I mean, he missed out on the billions that Zuckerberg did, but he was the first one in there.
He did all right for he did all right for himself, and now he travels the world and shoots beautiful pictures. Great life.
I think MySpace
Congratulations
still exists.
to Tom. It does. I think it's like a music site.
Yeah, amazing. People.
We should probably cut this out.
Everyone's like, MySpace? What the hell are they talking about? No one knows MySpace.
Let's see what it is now. Yeah, it's like our terms have changed.
I'm sure they've changed since...
My entire life has changed.
Since everyone abandoned us. We changed our terms ever since the whole world abandoned us for Facebook. Okay, Hans, this has been a fun adventure, man. I appreciate it, and I look forward to our next episode. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but you know what? It's going to be fun. All right, everybody. Stay
All right.
safe. Stay cool.
Stay safe.
Ciao.
Ciao.